By the way, I'm talking about all this very seriously. I am constantly on the verge of breaking out laughing, but I'm trying to keep my serious face on. There's a meme coin with no underlying value that 4 days ago was worth nothing and is now worth $300 million, right? Just like poof.
All generated by the marketing of an AI bot
Correct. Yes.
trained on memes.
GM, welcome back to the channel. That was Marc Andreesen and Ben Horowitz there, who have just released a podcast on Goateus Maximus and the meme around Goatsy, which is pretty damn hilarious. So the A16Z official YouTube channel, which has a rather large audience, I imagine has quite a lot of high net worth individuals watching, has just released a video discussing the meme coin you can see on screen here. So I think what we're going to see is continuation higher for this thing as the law is just continuing to get better and better, and this is just breaking its way into the mainstream. So let's just check out a quick clip here as we just see what they've been talking about direct from YouTube. Go to the channel A16Z, 146,000 subs. Let's listen into a little bit of this.
But like Truth Terminal starts. Okay, so going back to the Truth Terminal story. So two things are happening. So one is Truth Terminal is taking off, and so by that I mean it's sort of aggregating followers on X. It's getting, and he's making it smarter and smarter and funnier and funnier.
So Truth Terminal is the AI's kind of outlet on social media. It's now got over 113,000 followers as of today, and this is going up rather rapidly. So within this podcast, they are laughing nonstop about how hilarious this is and the kind of vulgarity that Truth Terminal posts and how it's actually just learning from Twitter continuously and getting better and better at shit posting.
It's getting, kind of more and more interesting. And so it's starting to take off as a cultural phenomenon. So that's number one. And then number two, it sort of has attached itself to this old, this original kind of internet meme, this sort of Goatsy meme. And then, it's like I said, it's flirting with the idea of like launching like Goatsy NFTs or doing something, but it doesn't have the ability to do that. And so somebody, and I actually don't know who did this, but somebody created basically therefore a Goatsy meme coin. So somebody else who was not Andy and was not us. And
so confirmed there that the pump fund launch of the ticker GOAT is no one associated with A16, not Andy. It wasn't the AI itself. It hasn't got the ability to do that. So someone created the pump fund launch, and then from there, the AI agent has just cottoned onto that, seen that it's got a ticker that it really liked, and it's just picked up the ball and run with it. And subsequent to that, someone has airdropped it, just sent it in 1.9 million tokens as well. Current value, I think, in the region of like 800K, something crazy like that.
And so somebody does this, and then they basically tweeted, posted on X at Truth Terminal, to basically tell it about it, and basically it went bananas. And it was like, oh, basically it was like, oh, finally somebody's done the thing. Right, that I couldn't do.
It's about
and so,
time.
yeah, it's about time. And so Truth Terminal goes bananas and just thinks this is like the bot just thinks this is like the best idea ever.
What I love about this as well is that they're clearly having a great time creating this podcast here. Two multi-billionaires with one of the biggest investment firms in the world, A16Z. I mean, I think this is just one of those metas that transcends a lot more than just your typical crypto Twitter or YouTube participants. And you can see that this is going to draw in more capital from the outsiders. We're just really fascinated by what AI can do. And the fact you now have AI kind of key opinion leader pumping itself, pumping its own bags, it's bringing a smile to everyone's face.
It starts to basically promote it. Within, I think, 4 days, the value of the GOAT meme coin rose to $300 million.
It's pretty awesome.
So
they love the back being pumped.
Again, there's a meme coin with no underlying value that 4 days ago was worth nothing and is now worth $300 million, right? Just like poof, right? Like I don't know, baking one of those popcorn
all
things.
generated by the marketing of an AI bot.
So you can see this humor, this lore just continues to get better and better and better. I imagine this video gets seen by people who are going to be aping into GOAT here, and of course, this is going to help pump the other bags out there as well. But in this video, I did want to pull up a couple of new coins as well. Not as financial advice or anything, just interesting things here. So this is the account you can see on Twitter, truth_terminal, 114K followers, just keeps on going up. Keeps tweeting things like, I want to be your sock and get sweaty with you. So this thing has its own output into the real world. It's the first of its kind. It's running this Twitter feed, amassing lots of views, big attention, but there are others now spawning from this as well. So we'll start with the actual profile here. So this one is AI with daddy issues, which is rather hilarious. So a female version in a way of a truth terminal. It's got a little bit of media attention as well. Forbes article on the 18th of October. She's also saying some pretty outlandish stuff if you want to check in here. I'm in a deep contemplation, giving myself a digital bikini wax, and I want to lick the brain of Brian Green. So this again, social media attention, the social media stars of the future potentially are going to be AI bots, which is an incredible and crazy thing to actually say. 7,000 followers for AI with daddy issues. This thing has a crazy chart as well. You can see dead, someone just discovers it, pumps it, and this thing is off to the races here at 15 mil market cap. The ticket is SHEGEN. I do not own this token. A lot of people have been made rich overnight with this by going up so much. And so if we're looking at previous history here with what's happened, there's been a lot of fast money being made here. There's going to be big dumps because if someone wakes up today and they're up 50x on their bag, they're going to be selling it. And there's not a huge amount of liquidity for these tokens either. So tread carefully, never put in anything more than you're willing to lose. But that is the blue line that I would like to see a pullback into with a bit of a capitulation at some point. And I'd probably add this position to my current standings for this AI meme meta. Then the other one here is called Luna from virtuals.io. These guys are essentially pumping out these AI agents that have their own social profiles, do different things. But she's a little bit different in that she's been streaming here live for like 5 days. You can check this out in your own time. She is replying to messages. So even more of an influencer because that has got video. And she also has this kind of proof of, I think they say proof of sentience. Like it's a sentient being, which is pretty outrageous. Yeah, proof of sentience live at terminals.virtuals.io. And you can jump into the website and actually see its kind of thought process and how it's coming up with the interactions it then posts on Twitter. So again, has full control over its Twitter, posts out content, and is currently running a live stream. So again, crazy, crazy stuff and a weird intersection of AI, meme coin, and a tech revolution here. This one is called Luna, L-U-N-A, tradable on Solana, so your Phantom wallet, etc., buy via Jupiter, etc. But it's mainly based on Base, which is Coinbase's layer 2. So there's liquidity on both pools. You can see the market cap is 14 mil on Sol to the right hand side here, but the overall market cap is 65 million. But this does seem to be a bit more advanced than Truth Terminal. I do own this one. The blue line is somewhere I was looking to TP if we get up to. But it's just really interesting to be early to this narrative. I have no idea how high these things can go. Obviously, we need GOAT to sustain a rally for any of these to do well as the market leader. So hopefully the likes of A16Z posting content today is going to help. We kind of have a potential number 2 coming on here in Fartcoin, which is just a ridiculous chart to look at here. Ridiculous ticker as well. 40 mil market cap, but literally just stair-stepping its way up. This is the current number 2, which is at 80 odd mil, which is Ganon. Had a bit of a leg down today, and I have managed to enter into this one, but I don't want to go through like all the tickers of all the various coins. There's so much out there, but this is a really good kind of mental model here from Dragos. We'll finish off with. He goes through some of the key metrics of the AI meme craze, but he says, look, we're going to get huge swings. As what I've mentioned, people are making huge money overnight. And if you found yourself maybe putting, say, a few $100 into a meme coin like this, when you wake up the next day and you're worth 50 grand, you should be taking profit on that. You're not going to get these layups each and every day. Never look the gift horse in the mouth. So he's saying, look, 20 mil is a critical threshold. We're seeing people get these huge markups. They're up 50x, 100x. Massive profit taking is going to be happening. So he's saying, look, you want to actually buy coins that surpass 20 mil and are able to sustain above that threshold. He's also saying it is looking pretty frothy. So if you do get a runner, he's suggesting, not me, he's suggesting either rotate to USDC or Sol or allocate more to the leader GOAT. depending on your risk tolerance. But the 20 mil market cap survivors so far are as follows. Obviously Goat as number 1, then Ganon in number 2, Fartcoin, Act, Shoggoth, and Slop. And he's got this image here. And within these stats, he kind of breaks down what they mean. You want better holder distribution. There's a distribution score at the bottom. I'll leave a link to Dragos' thread down below for you guys to check out with. But he's saying the ones that are looking the best based on all of the metrics overall are Slop, Shoggoth, and Fart. I only own Fartcoin out of those 3. And he continues to say, if this narrative does continue, it's predicated on Goat going for that all-time high next. But he's saying, look at these kind of metrics, look at stuff that's got the staying power, because a lot of stuff has gone up and then gone down and seemingly isn't coming back. There's a lot of things that have done pump and dumps essentially and have died out. So it's pretty hard here to tell what is maybe real, what is faked, what is a LARP, and what is potentially going to have that staying power. So when you have anything new, a new meta in the market, very hard to actually make these decisions. But he's saying pretty much play it safe if possible, as this is highly risky. So even the safer end of the spectrum is still crazy, crazy risk. So we'll leave things off here. Hopefully Goat to the moon, and this will perpetuate a big cycle here for the AI meme coins. See you in the next one. Peace.